Like, share, subscribe. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. And don't y'all forget to subscribe to the podcast show. Link will be pinned in the top of the chat.
Just name the channel who can bang with us. I'll prove that you are smoking dust. GTV Media is top notch in this game, y'all. You failures only have yourself to blame, y'all. Cricket TV and a weapons make you suckers cry. Why don't you close your channel, crawl into a hole and die? Shout out to those who love our movement, no, we'll never flop until you get your mouth off LDBC. We are the underground outfit, y'all. We built this whole thing by ourselves, look in y'all. Independence start with self-preservation. If you can't take care of self, then how can you build a nation, y'all? Yeah, we got that merch for the ladies and yes, we even got that merch for the babies and we got appliances and everything that you will need. We got some banging songs that make anemic haters bleed.
All right, man, let me get that mic check, man. Y'all press 2 in the comments if y'all can hear me, man. If y'all can hear me, press 2 in the comment section. We'll get right into this video, man. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Hit that number 2. Y'all can hear me? I bet. All right, let's get into it, man. Yeah, y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If y'all didn't catch our last video we did on that whole situation going on over there at FS1, make sure y'all check out that video. I don't think notifications went out that well for that video. I'll put a link in the comments at the end of this video, man. But I gotta get into it and talk about this situation, man, and that is with Jay-Z, man. This situation have turned up to a whole nother level as former Diddy security bodyguard, Big Gene Deal, has come out tearing into Jay-Z. And now he's basically revealed, I guess, more information on the situation and why he has felt the way he had been so critical about Jay-Z in this whole situation with Diddy. He basically claims that Diddy and Jay-Z are a package deal. They basically linked. And, also he claimed, and he has some allegations that Jay-Z did something. You know what I'm saying? He disrespected him. And we're going to talk about that as well tonight in this video, man. But Gene Deal, he basically went in on Jay-Z and again says that, he saw Jay-Z. He said he saw him on he named the block he saw him on, and says that the only reason why he didn't say anything about it then and nobody did then is because in 1999, he claims that he did not know that Jay-Z was 30 years old. He said that everybody thought Jay-Z was like 20-something, 21, 22, something like that, But he said he claims that he saw Jay-Z. Well, I'll let him say it. I'll let him say it, and then we'll talk about what he says that he said that he saw and what he says happened between him and Jay-Z. He said him and Jay-Z had a run-in, and they had a real situation that went down to where he said he's about to put hands on Jay-Z. Now, let's get into it.
So now, let me just tell y'all something. A lot of people get mad at me because, I spoke on some Jay-Z shit. I've told y'all a long time ago, a friend of my enemy, I consider my enemy.
And shout out to the Gene Deal Show. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to the Gene Deal Show. That is the source of this video right here. Let's go.
Anyway, I never liked Jay-Z, and if somebody is questioning me and asking me questions on him, he ain't a nigga that I'm going to say, oh, nah, man, I don't have nothing to say about Jay. I don't have nothing to say about that person. It's a lot of questions these guys ask me that don't make the interview that I won't even speak on. And that's because I choose not to speak on. It's my goddaughter. I tried to call her this morning. She would even, I miss your birthday celebration. Sorry. Because he used to talk to a couple of females around it. I know a lot of personal shit about Jay because he used to talk to a couple of females around in my area. And one of those females was young. Now, like I said before, I did not know in 1999, Jay was no fucking 30 years old. I thought he may have been like 21, 22. Because the little girl was about 16 or 17, if she was 17. And they were from 112th and 8th Avenue, and that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to blow her spot up because she may not want her spot blown up. But when y'all should have heard defending motherfuckers because they was talking, they had short eyes through talking to young girls, that was on them. No, I did not know that nigga age at the time. Because had I known his age at the time, I'd have said something to that nigga like, yo, my man, you got short eyes or something? Like that. But, you know, I'm not going to say, I know a lot of dudes that was around us, they would talk to them young girls and stuff like that. But, nah, introduce me to your aunt. Introduce me to your mama. Introduce me to your shit. Grandma. Because you know, you got some grandmas that's, hold up, you got some kids at 16, their mama is 32, and their grandma is 48. And their grandma probably be finer than all of them.
10 reels a week? Come on. So Gene is basically standing on the statements that he made in this situation about Jay-Z and what he said was, you know, the younger chicks that he claimed that Jay-Z was speaking with. He said that people was coming at him basically saying, "Hey man, if you seen that, why you ain't say nothing? Like y'all talking about y'all seen this older." He said, "Bro, ain't nobody know that dude was older like that, bro." He was like, and then I went back and I pulled it up and I looked at pictures from Jay-Z from 1999, and I mean, bro, he do look younger. I ain't gonna lie, Jay-Z looked younger at that time. Now Jay-Z, he kind of looks his older now. He does look like he's in his 50s. If you guys can like see his face, you can see he's getting older. He does look older now. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't look young like he used to. Look younger, you know. But you know, a lot of people, I guess, they felt that way. Gene was one of them.
Donnell Jones says facts. You understand? You got a 48-year-old grandma be like, yo, damn! And the motherfucker 16-year-old talking about calling her granny. Granny where? She granny where? Shit. That's the way we like to. Excuse me, y'all. It's the cold medicine. I'm gonna have fun this year. I don't care nothing about these clowns and everything like that. So when y'all defending, like I said, when y'all defending these guys out here, man, that wouldn't even piss on you if you was on fire, I don't even understand. But it's okay because I know y'all caught up in the music. Y'all caught up in the image that the person portrays. Y'all caught up in a lot of shit that y'all don't know about that happens behind the scenes. I was right there with Tracy Waples when they used that lady brilliance to make Brianna. They didn't even know Def Jam didn't know what to do with it. Jay-Z them didn't even know what to do with it. They put it in Tracy's hands. Tracy made her out of
Tony Rome, who said that everybody believes everything? We're just actually talking about what they said. You have never once can't heard me come on here and say, "Hey, man, hey, I believe everything everybody says about Jay-Z." You've never heard me say that, sir. So that must be your insecurity coming in here always talking about a black dude when it's some black people that are the ones that's making the allegations against these people. Tony Rome, and I'm talking to you. And you said just because somebody's around doesn't mean they're honest. Nigga, who died and made you king of that? You can say anything that you want to say, but the one thing you can't say is that he was there, you wasn't. And you keep saying illegal shit. Bro, the man is speaking on situations. He's speaking on situations. He's giving explanations, right? He just said the reason why nobody said anything to Jay-Z at that time, he said, because nobody knew Jay-Z's age. And I'm going to tell you the truth. And I'm not going to block him. I'm going to tell you the truth, sir. I'm going to be honest with you. Bro, I didn't know how old Jay-Z was. I thought Jay-Z was a whole lot younger than what he was. And I'm talking about, I grew up in that time. And at that time, I'm telling you right now, bro, I never knew how old Jay-Z was until Nas brought it up in Ether. When Nas said, called him Tybo Ho, all that stuff, and brought up his dad, I was like, damn, Jay-Z that old? We didn't go look up, hey man, the age of how old he was online. They didn't have that type of stuff at that time. That wasn't the thing to do is what y'all got now. You can talk to Google or talk to Siri and all this other stuff on your phone. They didn't have that. That was not a thing. So at that time, most people in hip hop, we didn't know how until Nas said it in the rap. Then I was like, what? And even then I thought Nas was using it to diss him. And then we looked up and we really looked up his age. I was like, damn, I ain't know Jay was that old like that. Just didn't know. So when Gene says this stuff, bro, some of this stuff have credence because we grew up in that era and people did not know. Because he looked a lot younger. Jay-Z didn't have no facial hair like that. He didn't have mustache, beard, all this other stuff, features that will make you think he was a lot older than what he was. Jay-Z basically had like a baby face, right? And this is not saying that he's innocent or guilty, because I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm just saying that I never knew how old he was. So when Gene Deal said that, his story and that part is believable because I didn't know how old he was just by looking at him. I thought Jay-Z was a lot younger. The only reason why I knew Jay-Z was older is after Nas said it. Then I went and looked it up. I'm like, damn, how old is Jay? Right? So again, we wasn't checking IDs back then like that. As far as when it came to how old an artist is and stuff. How old is this dude right here? How old is that dude? Man, we wasn't looking, man, we was listening to the music, bro. Straight up. We was listening to the music, dog. And I'm just keeping it real with you, bro. Right?
Superstar. I was right there going past the office because I was dealing with some shit with Kay Slay, and I was right there when they was talking about her. I was like, oh shit. They didn't even know what to do with it. But they put her in Tracy's hands. Look what Tracy did. I was there on a lot of situations. Like, what they don't understand is this, is that it's certain dudes, it's certain people that you ain't gonna do certain shit around. And I was that type of dude. You ain't not gonna beat no woman around me and I don't get involved. I don't give a fuck who you are. You're not gonna molest no little kids around me. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna take that. Nah, I can't live with myself knowing that I did something like that I seen that happen and I didn't do anything. So, like I'm just saying, Dana posted, I know how dirty the industry is. Dana said that. It's like that. Yo, if I was there and Jay would have smacked Lil Mama, his security, or nobody else could have stopped me. I don't give a fuck. I ain't like the nigga no way. After he put my girl Laura on the spot in Cancun, I was about to tear his motherfucking head off. Because the way he said, yo, Laura, take care of him. Yo, I was like, yo, what? Nigga, you said what? And Laura's like, Laura, she touched me and I was like, oh, Laura. And Laura was a bad motherfucker. You know, she probably still is. You know what I'm saying? But this is Cancun in the early 2000s. And she said, G, she looked at me and she was begging me. I'm just staring at G. I'm staring at motherfucking Jay. And that nigga turned his head to the side. I was waiting for that nigga to turn around and look at me. If he'd have turned around and looked at me, I'd have beat the shit out of him. But Laura was right in front of me. She was like, G, please, please. I was waiting for that nigga to turn around and look at me. If he'd have turned around and looked at me, I'd have beat the shit out of him. Was a bad motherfucker. You know, she probably still is. You know what I'm saying? But this is Cancun in the early 2000s. And she said, G, she looked at me and she was begging me. I'm just staring at G. I'm staring at motherfucking Jay. And that nigga turned his head to the side. I was waiting for that nigga to turn around and look at me. If he'd have turned around and looked at me, I'd have beat the shit out of him. Just staring at G. I'm staring at motherfucking Jay. And that nigga turned his head to the side. I was waiting for that nigga to turn around and look at me. If he'd have turned around and looked at me, I'd have beat the shit out of him. But
Tone, what are you talking about? I'm talking like I was there. That's a lie, bro. I'm not talking like I'm there. I'm talking as if I'm giving commentary off the dude who said he was there. That's what I'm doing, sir. I've always stated in my videos, I was not there. I've always stated that. I've always stated in my videos, I only want to talk to people, hear from people who were there. Sir, that's it. That's all. That's all. See, you keep talking this shit in the comment section. You're a plant. You keep saying, oh, well, you don't know Gene either. I don't have to just know Gene. I know what Beanie Siegel said, nigga. Beanie Siegel said right up there and said that Jay-Z went to the court with him and told the judge, I won't be responsible for Siegel. Whereabouts? Said he broke his heart, nigga. I heard what the rest of them said about Jay-Z, nigga. Siegel was out there going through wars for Jay-Z, nigga. What are you talking about? Don't make me pull up all the other things that other cats were saying. That was there, nigga. Oshkino, all them other niggas that was there. The hell is wrong with you, boy? Get off your knees, brother. We having a conversation, my nigga. Get off your knees.
Laura was right in front of me. She was like, G, please, please. Please, G. And she touched me like that. She said, you're going to make me lose my job. And I was like, I couldn't do Laura like that. I said, I could not do Laura like that. But had that nigga would have turned around and looked at me, he would have caught one. And I don't care. Yo, and that back in Cancun, I was doing shit for the motherfucking, what they call that? The streets. But I had made a connection with the syndicate out there. And they ran that shit.
It's funny how y'all in the comment section will say, hey, man, Gene making this up, man. How the fuck is he? Gene was there. Y'all forgot. Gene was bodyguarding Diddy back in the... Jay-Z and Diddy been knowing each other for 20-something years, bro. This ain't something we talking about that happened in Gene. No. We talking about something that happened when Jay and Diddy and all them dudes was around. Gene was bodyguarding Jay, bro. I mean, he was bodyguarding Diddy. Excuse me. He was there when Jay was around. Those were the early days. What is y'all talking about? Go listen to P. Diddy's album. Jay was on features on his album. What's the name? What's the album was? The Satisfy You Me album, Satisfy You? The Silver album Diddy put out. I think Jay-Z's featured on one of the songs in that album. What was it? Soft Money, Jay-Z? I think they was all on the same track. I remember this because I was a hip-hop head growing up. I used to have all these CDs. I'm trying to think of the name of that Diddy CD. What's the name of the Diddy CD, y'all, that was silver? It had Diddy on the front, sitting down. I forget the name of it. Anybody that grew up in that era know what I'm talking about. That's when Jay-Z rapped different. Pause. Jay-Z was rapping like that. He was rapping like fast. What is y'all talking about? Y'all came in when Jay-Z started rapping slow. I show you how to do this, son. Ain't nothing nice. Jay-Z was rapping fast back then. Y'all came in, it's the hard knock life for us. That's when y'all came in. Right? Yeah, what was the name of the album? Nah, not the No Way Out album. It was the Forever album. Forever. That album. Jay-Z was featured on that album, I believe. On one of the songs. Go look it up. Go look up the playlist. So what is y'all talking about, bro? You guys, y'all, bro, like I said before, I never try and argue with a nigga who was there. Was I? Because he was there, I wasn't. So I'm just saying, and if there was Jay-Z was saying something, I'll say, hey, this is what he said. I don't understand why these people getting all their feelings and stuff like that. Like I said before, man, that man have his own version of what he feel like happened. He got a right to say it. We have a right to comment on it. What's the problem?
The syndicate ran that. The Mexican mafia was called the syndicate. They ran that shit. My man was some little Spanish dude that was Puerto Rican out there in Mexico. He was working for them. I said, he running for something. You know that automatically. That he was running from something. What is a Puerto Rican doing in Mexico working for the syndicate and shit like that? So I knew, and everything I asked him to bring me, he would have for me. Julio Rodriguez, what up with your primo? ¿Qué pasó? Get mad at me because I speak on shit that other people won't speak on. And they want to say whatever they want to say, man, listen to me. I ain't worried about none of that. Thank you for, even having something to say. Because when they don't have nothing to say, that means they ain't listening to you. So now, let's get down to business. Puff had reached a pinnacle in his life that he had to bring on another partner. Now, at first, it was strange to me when I know for a fact he was trying to use people to go at Jay-Z. And I think that he was just trying to bring up and make.
And let me stop this right here. Let me eat to this dude real quick, y'all, because I really want to smoke him real quick. Then this how you know these dudes don't be listening, right? This how you know they don't be listening, right, y'all? So let me say this to everybody that's in the building, right? So you guys remember back in that day, it was 2 magazines. It was The Source at first, and then what came after The Source, y'all? Double XL. Right? Right? So since this dude said, oh, well, Gene lying about everything. Bro, Gene said, and I'm going to play what else he said, because he did an interview on Art of Dialogue. He said something else. But I had to go look it up myself. And guess what? In the Double XL magazine, oh, look what popped up. February the 4th, 2010. Foxy Brown targets Lil Kim and Jay-Z on new diss track. Right after Double XL. February the 4th, 2010, this article came out. What did this article say? Foxy Brown is still taking shots at a longtime rival Lil Kim along with former ally Jay-Z. On her new track, Let 'Em Know, Foxy recycles a diss made about Kim's appearance on ABC series Dancing with the Stars on the song Off the Muscle that surfaced in November. I'd rather be in the club at a bar than go disrespect my hood by Dancing with the Stars. I'm BK's Don Diva. Give the whole hood facelifts. G1, I fix your face. B, Then it goes on, right? It says the Brooklyn MC went on the dead rumors about her involvement with Rick Ross, Nas, and AZ while exposing her affair with Jigga. This not Jigga saying this. That is the nigga saying that Gene did all these niggas capping when they said this, right? Double XL, 2010, February the 4th article. Go look it up yourself. It's online. It's online. I know. They dropped these receipts on these niggas. Once again, the Brooklyn MC went on to dead rumors about her involvement with Rick Ross, Nas, and AZ while exposing her affair with Jigga. Spinning, the streets talking, got the hood going crazy. Niggas heard I effed with Ross and had the nigga baby. They say I effed with Nas, and now they say it's AZ, but on the low, the real nigga was Jay-Z. Right there. The song is on YouTube. The song is on YouTube. But people didn't hear this. They didn't hear that track. But y'all say, oh, Gene lying, man. Gene, he just making shit up, man. I'm just like, damn. I'm like, bro, I don't understand this. It was right there in the Double XL magazine. They reported this 15 years ago. This article came out 15 years ago. Right? 15 years ago, this article came out. But you got to go do your research if you're really looking for this stuff. Right there in the Double XL. Some things that never leaves the internet. Right? The track is called Let 'Em Know. She says again, the streets is talking, got the hood going crazy. Ninjas heard I F with Ross and had the nigga baby. They say I F with Nas, and now they say it's AZ. But on the low, the real nigga was Jay-Z. Right? I'm telling y'all right there. It's right there in black and white. Right? Right? So, Gene brought that up. He said something about that. Nigga said, oh, you lying, nigga. You capping, nigga. And then that shit was right there in the article. Right there on in the magazine article. Right there. In black and white. February the 4th, 2010, Double XL. I tried to tell y'all this. Y'all didn't want to listen. Nigga, you had to be a real hip-hop head to understand this shit. So that's why I say when niggas say, oh, Gene is lying, I just laugh because, bro, the time he was definitely Bodyguard and Puff at that time. Like back then when they was around. In the early days. Not the late 2020 or 2000. Nah, I'm talking about the early days where they was calling a nigga Puffy.
We'll do that so he can have what you call that? Murder Inc. go against Jay-Z, and then he come in and try to play the peacemaker when he had already started the shit. But that's what I believe he was trying to use Jack for at the time. You know what I'm saying? So now, him and Jay-Z get so big, where they get so close with each other, they making statements that, oh, Jay-Z is the only one could call me Sean, and I'm the only one could call him Sean. And I was like, okay. I don't know what kind of half a homo shit that is, but it is what it was.
Right? 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 Y'all not listening. Y'all not listening, man. Right? I'm just keeping it real. Then they had to remember the interview with Nas, Remember the interview with Nas? Escobar, Nasir Jones. Remember this interview from June the 27th, 2002? Remember?
Yeah, don't put up no movies. I said, that's not my style. That's not what I'm going to do. Yeah, I could have put up movies. I could have showed the R. Kelly video that everybody's talking about, made fun of it, and showed, Jay's hanging out. When Jay and I was in there doing basketball boys, you can't tell me Jay didn't see a 14-year-old girl come in the studio and sit on R. Kelly's lap. You can't tell me, you want to tell me that that he ain't never seen a 14-year-old girl come in the vicinity?
My belief is that anybody who's worked with him and been in his cipher has seen it go down.
You've seen it go down?
Yes.
I've been around R. Kelly, and I pay for that, brother. I've been on a tour with him. It didn't last too long, but I've been around him. I didn't see no 14-year-old, but I talked to the man, and I've seen there's a little problem there. The brother needs help, and I pay for him. But if I sit there and do the album about women with him, I'm definitely maybe indulgent. He had to be indulgent for 14-year-olds, man. That's what I'm saying. What I'm here for the people, man. I'm here to talk the truth. And I'm going to win this round.
Now, this was in the middle of Nas and Jay-Z's beef. In the middle of Ether beef. This is not Ticket saying this. Nas said this. Escobar. You understand what I'm saying? Nasir Jones. You feel me? Queen's Finest. QB.
Yeah, don't put up no movies. I said, that's not my style. That's not what I'm going to do. Yeah, I could have put up movies. I could have showed the R. Kelly video that everybody's talking about, made fun of it, and showed, Jay's hanging out. When Jay and I was in there doing basketball boys, you can't tell me Jay didn't see a 14-year-old girl come in the studio and sit on R. Kelly's lap. You can't tell me, you want to tell me that he ain't never seen a 14-year-old girl come in the vicinity?
My belief is that anybody who's worked with him and been in his cipher has seen it go down.
Nas said it right there on the radio. June the 27th, 2002. That's what Nas said. Right? That's what Nas said. Right? Let's keep going. Keep going.
They said that. So they become close. See, now they had orchestrated and started doing everything that those people wanted them to do, and they became what they call industry-friendly dudes that work for the big people, the millionaires and the billionaires. They work for them in order to get us and our capital and what we had. For instance, there's no way they would have got the Barclays Center passed if Jay-Z wouldn't have got involved in that. Because that was supposed to be low-income housing and housing over there for people that hold property. They would have never got that unless Jay-Z got involved in it. So Jay-Z became friendly to them, whereas that, oh, okay, he's on our team. Puff had already showed his allegiance to them on a lot of things that he was doing. See, everybody want to blame Clyde Davis. Clyde Davis was only the start of some of Puff's shit. The person who invested, I think his name was Barr, he invested the money in Sean John, Jimmy Iovine, and those people that was over Interscope and what's that other label? The music group. They were the ones who was putting the money and the battery and pump back and introducing him to other things. They introduced him to the liquor company people. Yo, here. He'll work for you guys. He'll do what he needs to do. He'll make sure will have what we're supposed to have from the black community. He could be the face of Sir Cock. And he was the face of Sir Cock for a while. No, I'm not. Listen to me. Let me just say something, y'all. Somebody said, let's take Jay-Z down. Jay's on a mission. Nah, bro. Nah, listen to me. You can't take a motherfucker down if they didn't do nothing. I can sit over here and talk until I'm blue in the motherfucking face, but if ain't none of it's true, will nothing come of it. How about that? It's gonna be trolls anywhere and everywhere Gene Deal talk, because I got a bunch of content. I got a bunch of content creators coming in here to see what I have to say. Just like I said that shit years ago about how bad Beyonce breath was, but now when I say it goes viral.
Yeah, and I didn't hear about Gene saying that before, but I heard him say it the other week. And he was saying how bad Beyonce's breath was. I was like, damn, man, don't do that. Don't do that to me, man. Because when I looked at it, I was like, you would never think that. You just would not think that. But, sometimes I guess that's how it be. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to picture that, but now, that picture is in my head now. I can't get past that no more. You know what I'm saying? And so again, that's what a few people have said that though. Since I've heard, I went back and looked, and I've seen a few people have said that though. I was surprised by that.
Let me just tell you how slick they are. They tried to use Fat Joe, and that's why they got Fat Joe there. Because you got people like Rockefeller, that's not Rockefeller anymore. It's the whatever the what's her name? The lady who's involved with Jay. Help me out, y'all. What's her name? She was a former drug dealer, former informant. Her name is Desiree. Right. Desiree was trying to use Joe, and I thought Joe was going to be smart enough to catch it. But I guess when somebody turned $1 million into $3 or $4 million, I guess you would go work for them. You understand? They were trying to use Joe to open up that casino and be the voice behind opening up the casino around 42nd Street, and that shit just fell and didn't go nowhere. They were trying to use Joe to do that as the voice of that shit, and that shit wasn't going nowhere.
So that's what he said about that. And then he said they got mad. And this is the reason why I think Gene went off, because he see when the people do be doing the comments and stuff, and they be trying to make it seem like Gene just be making shit up, or he just be lying and capping and stuff like that. And then he went on the Art of Dialogue and said that, you know what I'm saying? He said those things he said about, him almost getting in a fight with Jay-Z. They made it seem like, oh, you wasn't finna do that. Bro, Gene and them was living that life back then, bro, as far as, hey, when you a security guard, bro, and something go down, bro, you wrecking shit, man. Real talk. That's how I go. I think people don't really understand that aspect of the game. And so, I think people are scared of names, what I'm saying, of images and things like that, And so they would say, oh, no, I don't believe Gene, man. Man, like I said, that was his job to handle any problems. I think people forget this. When you were security back then, your job was to handle all problems. You can't be soft working in that field. You cannot be soft working in that field. Now, does that mean there wasn't some soft security guards? Yeah. But I never heard nobody from that era come out and say, hey, man, Gene was soft. I never heard none of them people that worked back in that era come out and say, yo, Gene and them was soft. And guess what? I never seen nobody do nothing to put no harm on Diddy. That should tell you something. I never seen nobody touch, I never seen Diddy get touched, and they was in treacherous situations where it could have went down. Diddy didn't have a scratch on him when Gene was bodyguarding him, so he must have been doing something right. Then everybody blamed Gene for Big. Gene was Puff's bodyguard.
Eating a meal around him and shit like that, laughing, talking, and joking like that. You know, I've been around Jay-Z, and one time I wanted to knock his head off, you know, because he was being disrespectful.
And this is on Art of Dialogue right here. Shout out to my boy Art of Dialogue. Art of Dialogue did this interview with Gene, and this is the interview where everybody was getting mad at Gene, talking about, oh, you lying, you capping, you this, you that. That's why Gene went off on his channel.
Around him and shit like that, laughing, talking, and joking like that. You know, I've been around Jay-Z, and one time I wanted to knock his head off, you know, because he was being disrespectful, but he didn't know he was being disrespectful because he ain't that type of dude. You understand what I'm saying? What happened? We was in Cancun, and he had a personal assistant from my block named Laura, and he had brought like 3 people to the club. He had brought like 6 people to the club with him, and he was only supposed to get 3 people in. I was running the door at Daddy-O's from Industry Entertainment. They just told me Jay-Z only get 3 people in. You understand? So I'm at the door. I say, yo, Jay, you good, and 3 of your other good, but the other 3 got to pay. So then he said, Laura, handle him. And at that time, the type of dude I was, you couldn't tell no woman to handle me. You understand? When I'm talking to you as a man. So then I said, who you talking to like that? You telling her to handle me? You know what I'm saying? And then me and him, you know, he didn't say that. He just turned to the side. And if he'd have turned back around, he'd have got his head knocked off. But Laura told me, yo, Gene, please, Gene, you're going to make me lose my job. You know what I'm saying? And because, one, she was beautiful. 2, she from our block. You understand? I wasn't going to do that to her. You understand? So I gathered myself, stepped away from the situation, and then the promoter said Jay can let his people come in. You know what I'm saying? But he was being disrespectful. You know, this is the same dude that Harlem cats used to laugh at and joke at. Even we was out there that time, he came to Cancun, and he had a fake Versace shirt on, and they was ripping him. I mean, they was ripping him. I know he's a billionaire now. He can wear whatever he got. He got $10 million watches.
People said Gene was lying about that, but didn't Nas put that in his rhymes? Nas said the fake Versace swagger. Brooklynite in them, but they don't know nothing about this divorce shit, just wanting to be the king of New York shit. Yeah, that was on the Lord have mercy. Jesus Christ, he just nice. He just sliced like a Ginsu. Look at the life that I've been through. I'm the last real nigga alive. That's official. Which I know about my Biggie Wars. Who you thought kicking the door was for? But that's my heart. Right? And then he talks about Jig in that song. Right? He talked about rolling through Queensbridge Project. He let me drive it before Ready to Die hit. Big and I hit blunts. Man, he said a whole Nas was, man, listen, man, Nas was that nigga, man. Right? Go back and listen to The Last Real Nigga Alive. You know? I think that was on the I forgot what album that was on. I used to knock that shit in the truck every day. You know? That shit bump for real. You know? So when they say Gene lying, matter of fact, let me pull this up right now. When they say Gene lying, I'm like, bro, how they say Gene lying about that? They were saying Gene lying about that in the comments. Right? They said Gene lying about that in the comments. So I had to look it up. Was Gene lying about that in the comments? Right? And then he comes in and says, y'all don't know about my Biggie Wars. Who you thought kicking the door was for, but that's my heart. Y'all still tripping off that jigger shit. Real niggas, listen up. I'm going to tell you how the whole thing start. Off top, I brought Queens up from hard times. Rocking at the fever, streets was all mine. It was my version of the blues. Dropping out of schools, the crack academic had rap representing new rules. So I got on them shoes, tried them, wore them, wasn't the perfect fit, so I couldn't sport them. Young murderers ride. I knew all of them. Jungle got shot, Will died, he was Warren. I wrote it in my album. I was 18 when Late seen the island, and Lord held me down in. My surroundings started changing. I had a baby. I was making my rounds with AZ. Niggas started noticing my flow was up, and when the golden child closed him in with more style than them older men. Puff tried to start a label. Prince Rakeem had formed Wu-Tang. Snoop and Dre had a new thing. So Puff drove his new range through Queensbridge Project. He let me drive it before Ready to Die hit. Big and I hit blunts, performing at the art. Next thing you know, Big Blue and all the ballin' starts. He had Kim and his crew. I found Fox, only niggas in New York with #1 charts. Big was ahead of his time. Him and Raekwon, my niggas. But dig it, they couldn't get along. That's when Ghostface said it on the purple tape. Bad Boy Right Nas album cover weight. Big told me Ray was stealing my slang. And Ray told me out in Shaolin Big would do the same thing. But I borrowed from both them niggas. Jigga started to flow like us, but ain't no niggas. Had much Versace swagger. Big admired the Brooklyn Night and took him in as Iceberg. The rappers today don't know nothing about this bullshit. There's more shit than wanting to be the king of New York shit. Lord have mercy. Jesus Christ, he just nice. He just sliced like a Gensu. Look at the life that I've been through. I'm the last real nigga alive, and that's official. Jay put it all out there, man. Look what else he said in the other line about, you understand what I'm saying? Man, bro. He said rap became a version of Malcolm and Martin. Rest in peace, Will Queensbridge live on. There's some ghetto secrets I can't rhyme in this song. There's some missing pieces I had to leave out. Had lost trust for Steve Stout at some point till I got to know him. We old friends, but what's loyal? Puff soaked Interscope offices with champagne bottles on Steve. And Steve thought the drama was on me, but man, listen, man, because previously it would have been against whoever, friends, whatever. However, I learned with some niggas, it's just business. But I'm a street dude with morals. Then this nigga with Jigga too much, he used to say, Jay, nah, I said it in the rhymes, my nigga. He said, then this nigga with Jigga too much, he used to say, Jay wanted my spot. I laughed, stayed home, never hung a lot. A quiet man who used to be at home planning. Baby moms thought I was too quiet. Couldn't stand it. Man, come on, bro. She hit the streets. Later on, she hit in the sheets with a rapper who wanted me in his song, thinking he's strong. I taught her how to watch for cars who might follow. Taught her street shit that I know. Her weakness was shine, yo, but that's her. I ain't mad, baby. It made me stronger. Now I get my paper longer. Illmatic, I was boss. It was written, I floss. One of the most creative LPs ever to hit stores. In the firm, I learned I am Nostradamus. QB's finest. Uchi Wally faced more problems. Come on, man. Nigga Nas told y'all niggas, man. Told you how his moms was sick. He went home to take care of her. Man, dog. He said in the middle of that, Jay tried to sneak attack, assassinate my character, degrade my hood, because in order for him to be the Don, Nas had to go. The Gambino rules I understood, which I already have. The gift and the curse, F that shit. The first shall be last. I'm a man's man. A rapper's rapper, GODSON. There'll be none after. I was Scarface, Jay was Manolo. It hurt me when I had to hit him and his whole squad for Dolo. Bro, man, like I said before, and that's why Nasty Nas, you understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell y'all this. Real hip-hop head. This shit all in the rhymes. So when niggas be like, hey, man, Gene lying, Gene capping about this, man, bro, niggas was rapping about this shit. This shit is in the rhymes. This shit is in the rhymes. Straight up. That shit got real personal back then. Then you heard Jay-Z right after the Easter drop. He said, uh-oh, I got myself a gun, but really I don't need the heat. Your Heart Crump Project Kool-Aid is sweet. I don't got a two-way you. This is not beef. This is rap, homie. I don't got a scratch on me. You think Jay Soft ripped Jay off, man? I'm only worth over 100 million. Look, I got beef for like 100 children. Niggas in pink suits. He said, don't let this 9 homie get you out your mind, homie. That man said we came through to do our 1-2 thing. Like it was a Rockefeller come through thing. If it was on like that, I would come through Queens with Queens niggas. You know how I do. Look, I got more shooters in Queensbridge than you. Niggas will tie you up on the Coliseum roof and open beer bottles off the boy's chipped tooth. Look here. I remember all that shit like it was yesterday, nigga. We grew up through that. People forgot. You understand? They forgot. All this shit is in the rhymes. That nigga Jay-Z said, I skeeted in your Jeep, left condoms in the baby seat. Nigga, the gloves is off. The love is done. Whenever, whatever, however, nigga won. And since you infatuated with saying that gay-ish, you was kissing when you was kissing that nasty you thought I was, Renette, times I was born, when does the lies end? When does the truth begin? When does reality set in or doesn't that matter? Kind of hurt that I'm your mother's favorite rapper. Asher, he said, as for your current girl, see what's up. Tell her holla at Jigga. I don't give a fuck. All this stuff was there. It's all in the rhymes. You know what I'm saying?
Like that. But we talking about back then. You understand? We still had those stories from back then. And it's good that a brother can uplift himself. And that's why he's the type of person that he is. Because he knew how guys used to treat him. That's why you could see him trying to sun people based on somebody who gets in that type of situation. You understand? This dude had the same cream deli silk shirt that I had. Now, cream deli cream shirts were fake printed Versace shirts. They were nice. You pay $45 for them, but you can't wear that around Harlem cats. You understand what I'm saying? Not if you in the rap industry. At that time, they used to have diamond testers. You understand? They'll roll up on a cat, and if your diamond don't beat, you understand? They'll talk about you. Snatch your chain off or whatever like that. So he had the fake cream deli cream shirt on, and they was roasting him. I think I seen him in a black t-shirt from that point on in Cancun the whole time he was there. Yo, let me just tell you something. When dudes from Harlem got something on you, bro, and they joking you, they at it. They gonna stop until somebody with some power or somebody with some money say, yo, get that dude a break. Give him a break. So Dame probably used to let him get him in a little bit, but then when Dame was like, yo, my man, let my man live. Let him live. They probably back up off him and stuff like that. But they was joking, they was talking and stuff like that. And because you just don't do that. You don't come to no major event with nothing fake or phony on. Not at all. Unless the only way you could get away with something fake or phony on if it was Dapper Dan. If it was a Dapper Dan special, you good. If it wasn't Dapper Dan, nah. You couldn't do that, bro. Not at all. Should have known better. But he was from Brooklyn.
But from what you know about Jay, do you believe he's capable of doing what he's being accused of?
What I know of Jay and what have I heard of Jay,
See, that's a long pause. See, a person who don't think you're capable of that, that's an easy no. Hell no. That's a hell no. Hell no. Hell no. This instant hell no. Hell nah, man. Come on, man. That nigga paused for about a minute. Listen to this shit.
Of Jay, and what have I heard of Jay? I want to say this to protect myself, that there's stories of Jay talking to underage girls. It was a girl from my block that was 16, 17 years old that Jay was talking to. If she was 17. So there's plenty of stories out there that they might flood the market of Jay talking to underage girls. I heard this kid that is claiming to be his son. His mother was 15 when she conceived him and had him at 16. And Jay refused to do a blood test or anything like that. And all of a sudden, when this has gotten real big and Tony Bugsby had taken the kid's case, the kid just got arrested for having a gun in his car, I think, like that. Did you hear something about that? That the kid got arrested for having a gun in his car, and when they go and watch the tape, somebody was planting a gun in the kid's car. Now the kid who never been in trouble to that degree, and now he's facing a case for a gun case for having a loaded firearm in his car. So, answer your question. There's plenty of stories. Ain't Beyonce one of those stories? Isn't Foxy Brown one of those stories? Isn't that kid mother one of his stories? There's a lot of stories, bro. So that's what I say about it.
So that's what Gene Deal had to say. You know what I'm saying? Now, again, you can disagree with Gene Deal. That's everybody's prerogative. But the one thing I'm going to say is that I was not there. You know what I'm saying? I was not there. The same way Gene Deal said that he did not see the girl who came out with the allegations against Jay-Z. He said that night, a particular night, he was working. I guess he was there. He said that he didn't see that girl. He said that you know, there was no limousines and stuff like that. Gene Deal said that. But I guess they didn't care when he said that, right? They got mad at Lord Jamar. They got mad at Lord Jamar when Lord Jamar said this. They got mad at Lord Jamar. They was just happy with Lord Jamar when he was going after Joe Crack. Now they mad at Lord Jamar because he said this about Jay-Z.
Jay-Z, how you feel about what he's being accused of right now?
I mean, that's my ex-neighbor and to live in the same building and listen, I I think everybody's flabbergasted. Like, you heard his name bubbling when all this Diddy stuff started surfacing. So, you know, when that allegation came, it was, you know, shocking but not shocking, you know. But then it seemed like, you know, he did step to the pretty fast. Like, oh yeah, well if that's the case, I encourage you to file a criminal case instead of a civil case. You know what I mean? Then, you know, I don't know, homegirls.
Hold on, my man. I want to say this to you, brother. You said we got a Jay-Z Josh Trump stuff in the chat. Bro, I don't have a problem with people support Jay-Z, bro. Bro, Jay-Z, as of this day, he has not been found guilty of a crime. He has been accused. Jay-Z is going to have supporters, bro. He's going to have people that support him and that don't want to hear that this situation is allegedly true or not. So, bro, people are going to support him. My problem is with the people who just come in here just trolling and capping, talking about some, hey, man, this person didn't do it. We're not saying that, right? Right? Like this person right here, Adam McGuire, this is a troll. He said, Busby's an ambulance chaser. This man don't know Tony Busby. How you gonna call a man an ambulance chaser? And I ain't seen him chase no ambulances. Show me the picture where he chased ambulances. Show them to you. Show them to me. Show me the picture where he chased ambulances. Like I said, these are the type of trolls I'm talking about right there. Niggas who just ain't got no brains. Just say anything. You know what I'm saying? Say anything without no evidence. Nobody called Tony Busby an ambulance chaser before these cases right here. You know why? Because he was winning most of his cases. Period. If that's the case, every lawyer in America is an ambulance chaser. Because every lawyer in America wants cases. Period. Every lawyer in America wants cases. Right? You said he had 110 people that had cases. He has a history of this. Nigga, if 3,000 people called you and you only got 110, nigga, that's a miracle. Nigga, that's a small portion. If you had over 3,000 people call you and you only end up with 110, nigga, I don't think you understand. That's a low percentage of that 3,000, brother. A very low percentage, dog. But as I said, we'll see in court. Niggas going to stand by their statements, even me, in court. I don't think Tony Busby's an ambulance chaser. People say, oh, Tony Busby's doing it for the money. Every lawyer in America is doing it for the money. Every lawyer in America is doing it for the money. Right? You said just watch it. He'll be more than 110, but he's going to have to watch it. He went after other prominent black guys. So does every other lawyer in America. They go after black and white folks. Skip Bayless is getting sued right now. He's white. He's white. Charlie Dixon at FS1 is getting sued right now. He's white. What the hell are you talking about, sir? What are you talking about? Those are white guys getting sued. What are you saying, bro? If I went and did the ratio, because you know it's more white people than black people, it's more white people that's out here getting sued. The problem is this, is that we see and we feel like, hey, there's some people that was at the highest levels that slipped under the cracks that shouldn't have. But we getting these big time black folks. And I understand that. But at the same time, they got Epstein. They got Weinstein. He's in jail. They got plenty of other ones too. They got the dude what's the Olympic dude's name? Nasser. He's out of here. So, I mean, I can go on with a list. Is it right off the top of my dome? Pause. I can do that. So again, and like I said before, it is funny to me because I did videos on Skip Bayless situation, all other stuff. You guys don't have that same interest, but y'all will come in here and run y'all mouth about something else. But when I do multiple videos on these other topics, that's on y'all. I told y'all. I did a video today. The girl said that they had at Fox Sports that this dude was allegedly giving people the C word, C-O, that white powder. That she said that this dude was allegedly, they have a ring going on over there, allegedly, where he's over there distributing it to the talent and the employees over there. I ain't hear no outrage about it. You said Weinstein isn't in prison. Yes, he is. What are you talking about? He's in prison. He's sick right now, and they're saying he may not make it too much longer. What are you talking about? He is in prison. Weinstein is in prison. What are you talking about? Harvey Weinstein is in prison. Harvey Weinstein got like 30-something years. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? This dude gonna say Harvey Weinstein ain't in prison. Harvey Weinstein doing time right now. What the hell is wrong with you? This type of stuff I be trying to tell y'all about these people. People's trolling. This person with a straight face says, Harvey Weinstein ain't in prison ticket. He is in prison. You said he's been out. And look, listen, let me tell you something. Weinstein is in the hospital. He's currently, listen, let's look this up right now. Where is Harvey Weinstein? As of January the 5th, 2025, Harvey Weinstein is in New York Rikers Island jail awaiting a retrial for sex crimes. The hell is wrong with you? Let me put it on the screen for your jackass, and then I'm going to block you. I'll put it on the screen, then I'm going to block your ass. Because this is what happens when you have trolls coming here playing these games. This is what happens. Right now, as of today, put on the screen. Put on the screen. Put on the screen. Because I know these niggas is trolling. And I know you niggas is capping. I don't want to hear about, okay, I'm right. I know I'm right. I'm not going to just say some dumb shit and say this. Harvey Weinstein is in Rikers Island. The hell is wrong with you, bro? The hell is wrong with these people? Put this on the screen right here. Because you guys just coming here, y'all lying now. You're lying. And y'all kill y'all's credibility with lies. See that on the screen right there? Hold on. Put this on the screen. I want to make sure y'all see this. See on the screen? Read that on your screen right there. Read that on the screen right there. Harvey Weinstein is in New York Rikers Island jail. Period. He's locked up. Right? Awaiting a retrial for sex crimes. Location. Weinstein is currently in Rikers Island jail in New York City. Weinstein has a number of health issues, including all of these different things. He recently underwent emergency heart surgery to remove fluid from his heart and lungs. Right? What are you talking about? So let me go ahead and block your ass. You blocked. You're blocked. You're blocked. You're blocked. Read the last line. Weinstein's retrial is tentatively scheduled to begin November of 2024. He was convicted of R-word in California in 2022 and is serving a 16-year sentence. After the retrial, he'll be required to blah, 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 blah. What are you talking about? He's behind bars. What the hell is wrong with these people on YouTube? Oh, he ain't locked up. Yes, he is. Just because you go to the doctor don't mean you ain't locked up. You still locked up. You think he got sick, went to the doctor, and they let him out? No. What's wrong with these people? It's disgusting what's going on online. It really is. It's disgusting what's going on online.
Stories start to come in question, and her pops don't remember taking her home and all this crazy shit. So I don't know what to think about it. We would hope that that's not true, but at the same time, I don't put nothing past none of these motherfuckers, especially when they're at a certain level. Like, you know what I mean? Especially when they rubbing elbows with these satanic, manipulators and rewriters of society.
You knowing Jay personally at one point, do he come across like that?
Well, see, I didn't know him that well. We stayed in the same building, but I'm not going to lie. He kind of, he definitely seemed like the type that keeps his distance, and he wants to just, he don't want to let too many people in. Now, we don't know why that could be, but does he seem like the type of person that could do that? Not outwardly, no, not to me per se. But again, there's people that people have known for years, and then you find out they was a fucking serial killer or some shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? You never know. You never know what a person's capable of. A lot of people, you know, their demons are inside here. And unless you're able to pry in and really see what's in there, nobody knows what anybody's capable of. So, you know, and I think people need to be careful of acting like they could just diagnose a motherfucker, you know, when you're not even a physician type. You don't even have a clear cut, you know, unless somebody's super crazy or super like exhibiting certain I've never seen anything exhibited, you know, by him that I've seen personally that I could say, yeah, maybe he did, you know. Again, people try to put rumors about him and Foxy Brown. I've never seen them in any kind of romantic position. You know what I mean? I know they worked together. When he first played the demo, she was on the you know what I mean? And I seen them outside my crib one time with a bunch of people though, not just them two. You know what I mean? So this is the actual factual that I have seen, and you know, that I could say, you know. But that being said, anything's possible.
How you feel about the statement he came out with?
I mean, I think it was a good statement. I think it was a strong statement. Although, you know, when Puffy made his little statement about beating up homegirl, beating up Cassie, he did it on video. Maybe it was smart that Jay-Z didn't do it on video and just released a written statement. It seems more professional, I guess. I mean, I thought it was smart. You know what I mean? I thought it was smart. Because if he's telling the truth, then, hey, you step into your business. And if he's not telling the truth, well, then that's a hell of a bluff, my guy. You know what I mean? You're bluffing the shit out of them. And, you know, you're making them try to really show their cards. So, either way, I think it was a good move.
How you feel about the judge ruling that, you know, Jay-Z accuser can remain anonymous?
Well, I think that, listen, these people have an unfair advantage against a regular person because they have millions of fans. You know what I mean? That could potentially come at this person in all kinds of ways. Not just make your life miserable on social media, but some of these people could take it upon themselves to try to seek this person out and do them harm in the name of, you know, protecting their favorite celebrity or their favorite rapper, their favorite star. There's a lot of fan addicts, you know, out there that act fanatical. So, you know, I think the judge may have been taking like that into account when they said, you know what, I think it's best that she remains anonymous to the public. Maybe she's not anonymous to them. They might know exactly who she is, but they just can't release it. They can't say it. But, you know, you're supposed to be able to face your accuser and all of that, and you'll face them in court, you know? You don't have to try to get the social media spin because now, you know, people like that got money to do all kind of skullduggery and digging up all kinds of shit and trying to make her, you know, look bad in the court of public opinion. And they're a lot more savvy than the average person at doing things like that. So yeah, I think it's definitely an unfair advantage to the average person when you're going up against two moguls like that. You know what I mean?
So they got mad at Lord Jamar for saying that. You know what I'm saying? He tried to stay in between on both sides. Like, he tried to stay on the middle. You know, not try to, you know, but they got mad at Lord Jamar for his comments. And I mean, it is what it is. They loved his comments on Fat Joe. But they hated his comments right there. Again, man, I agree with, well, my brother Tom Bennett said something in one of his videos. And he said, bro, this should be a case-by-case basis. I totally agree with him. Totally agree with him. There ain't no way, shape, or form I think that we should just believe every single accuser. I don't believe that. I think it should be a case-by-case basis. But then I believe when a person's lying, it's time to ride. It's definitely time to ride. If you lie, because here's the thing, man. Don't do that to a person. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm kind of happy that the NFL and them did not just go out and cancel Jay-Z. Get a man a fair opportunity to defend himself. Now, if he's guilty, that's something different. Right. But because I've seen this happen too many times. I've seen people lose their opportunity, their position. And then, you know, we saw what happened with Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin faced those charges. Michael Irvin fought that shit and stood on business and won his settlement. See what I'm saying? But he, in the meantime, he was taken off TV, lost his job, and thought he was going to lose his career. And that was wrong. And I know what you call was mad about that over on ESPN to this day. You feel me? And so again, and then especially when you got people like Joy Taylor allegedly being accused of the things that she was alleged to have been plotting. Come on, bro. Let's not do this, man. But y'all, again, we got to keep that same energy because I did videos on Skip Bayless, who've been running around here terrorizing all these athletes in the black community, and he's still doing it. This dude is ignoring all the allegations against him right now. He's ignoring them still and still going on with his regular life like ain't nothing happened. But ain't nobody really cooking him on that. Ain't nobody really getting on Skip Bayless' helmet about that situation. Like, bro, look at what you doing, dog. You know what I mean? You out here acting like you ain't been accused of nothing. This girl just came out here and accused you of offering her $1.5 million for the box. But you ignoring that whole situation, acting like ain't nothing happened. Come on, bro. What are we doing? Right? Again, what are we doing? As a matter of fact, I'm going to put a link to that video at the top of the chat right now. Just so y'all can see that video. Because I know some of y'all did not see that video. We just did that video. There's the link at the top of the chat room right there. So click that link. We'll go to that video now. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. Y'all see it right there. I just put it in there. Link to the next video. Everybody that's watching this video, click that link and let's go to that video right now. Let's go check this out right now. I'm going to see how many of y'all I see in that comment section too. So like, share, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think. All right, you guys. So we appreciate everybody that popped in, supported this video. Make sure that you guys shop our merch. We got that new A-Weapons merchandise right there below this video. All you got to do is look below. The links will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well to get the merch, to donate, support the channel, and subscribe to our podcast show. You'll see all those links pinned at the top of the comment section of this video. And we appreciate everybody that supports this channel and our networks. Also, that straight drop weight loss formula. Go to the website. You guys will see that. A link for that will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well. Go right there for all of your weight loss needs. Straight drop weight loss formula. We have a lot of testimonials on the website. You can go to www.str-8-drop.com and get you some of the weight loss formula today. Take your weight loss serious. Get in the gym, work out, exercise, and do what you got to do. Stay on point. We appreciate everybody that's been locked into this video. Again, all the links are pinned at the top of the comment section below. Salute to all of y'all. And again, we appreciate everybody who support what we doing over here.